Legion, as you're here, like always, and we got some Punisher stuff. Netflix coming out, I think, fairly soon. Is it like November or something like that? Late October? I actually don't. I don't. We'll see at the end of this video, I believe. I heard it, but I forgot it. But with that, let's just get into it, check it out, see what it's all about. Let's hope it's good, man. Freaking, this guy was great in the Daredevil Punisher season 3. It was. I was gonna make a tally, but I was like, that's stupid. Let's not do that. So here we are.
Gentlemen, I'm the only authority you will need. I point, you shoot. Did you kill the target?
What did you see?
Woo!
Things over there were different.
That's why your wife's dead.
What we were doing was wrong. You did what you were supposed to do, right?
Now, the only person you're punishing is yourself.
Frank Castle?
I got something I need to show you.
I saw the video files.
The U.S. military turned you into a hitman, Frank.
I'm looking for Frank Castle.
The Punisher?
I think you know about my case.
Castle's the last witness. We can either clean this up or let him take us down.
They killed my family to get to me.
Oh, this fucking song.
You have nothing but a war inside you. You can't pay.
Metallica
Not your fight.
sucks. Of course they'd be
I need to
Metallica.
find these bastards and I gotta kill them.
So where does that end, Frank? What if you're exposed?
These men, they decide what the truth is.
The same thing that happened to you happened to me. We could make that right.
Oh, he's a psychic?
The world needs to see the truth.
Loud rock and roll music hyped. November 17th. What the fuck is the day? November. Oh, it's October. Damn, I was almost excited. I almost was like, oh shit, did I miss it? That would have sucked. Oh man. Oh, that. It's going to be extremely gratifying to see the people that would kill someone's wife and child. It's going to be so satisfying to see those fuckers just get, 12 gauge, just this part of their head, this up. It's going to be like gone. And it is. Some of the, if you haven't seen, you can maybe try to find one of my other reactions or just look up the trailer or look at my reaction. And then I have the link to the trailer down below. Promotion? Where he just puts a bullet in the back of this dude's head on the ground. I was like, fuck, that looks brutal. This looks like extremely visual when it comes to death. It doesn't look like, some of it does, some of it doesn't. I don't know how far they're going to go over. It looks like there's going to be a lot of explosions, people are dead, but I'm wondering if it's going to go beyond that. If it's going to be actual, just seeing someone get shot in the face, or if it's going to imagine, try to imagine if you are looking at, here's the person, over here, and then here's the guy about to shoot him over here. And then the camera kind of pans to where you can't see the guy anymore, right? And then this guy shoots this guy. Is this making sense? Or do I just look like I'm doing a bird impression? Either way, this guy shoots this dude, and then he's dead, and his head's blown off, and it blocks it out. Are we going to see a lot of that? Because that's kind of what a lot of TV does, and a lot of Netflix has done that before. But we had 13 reasons why somebody wasn't strong enough to do something and live or whatever. So if we can have something that kind of detailed and graphic in a way and blunt, are we going to see people getting shot in the face? Is it going to be that kind of crazy? I kind of hope it is. I hope we have a little an R rating-esque kind of thing here. I hope it's a brutal show, because it's talking about murdering your family. And this is a gritty character. This is a dark character. Frank Castle, the Punisher, does some horrendous stuff. in the comic books or wherever you want to find it, dude, he's cutting people's eyes out and shit. It's fucked up. He's a fucked up guy. So we're going to see some really gory, Saw-like shit going on here. It's always fine when you have hooks going through people's backs and shit, and then all of a sudden they get dismembered, de-armed, and flogged and shit. But when it comes to a bullet entering someone's head, like, fully, that's a whole different kind of graphic level. Because one of them, even though like in the Saw or whatever, that shit looks pretty real-esque. It looks like a hook going through a person. But that kind of stuff is so foreign to what most people have ever witnessed in their life, their mind goes, that's make-believe. That's why when people hear a gunshot, whenever it's, say, a tragedy in Las Vegas or something like that, or a school, when people hear a gunshot, everybody goes, was that a gunshot? Because they've never heard it before. Because their mind goes to the fantasy of what they've heard. Well, that's their reference, right? So if you see someone in real life strung up, you go, oh shit, and it's hard for people to comprehend that stuff. That's why when you see people on the news talking about, oh my god, he just shot that guy, or that car accident just happened, it felt like I was in a movie. Because people have never seen something so traumatic before, and they relate it to TV or fiction. So, but bullets and guns is like a whole different, it's a different story, it's a different thing. So we're going to get some really dark stuff here, or we're going to get the typical Hollywood bullshit no one gives a fuck about, with panoramic, with hands in front of other hands. Are we going to get that? I'm curious. I do hope it's more on the dark side, because there's not a lot of dark in the movies or in shows like that. And I think there's a place for it, especially for a character like this that is so torn and just broken that he can do anything. And it does the writers and the character itself a disservice when you sugarcoat it for the viewers. Give it a mature rating and say, kids, if you stole your parents' password, you can watch it. With that, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you on whatever video I'm doing next. Later, guys.